Divine greetings, Masters. Very good evening, good morning, and good afternoon. This is Madhu Soni welcoming you all to Light and Soul Meditation English Group. Thank you so much, Masters, for being here and sharing your precious time, space, and energy with each other. Very warm welcome to all the old and new Masters, and for thank you that you share your precious time, space, and energy with this wonderful group of ours. Light and Soul Meditation Group and Love Light Shasha YouTube channel. So, hello there, hello everyone, and welcome. So, I ask you all to please do open your videos and let us join our hands to give gratitude. With great respects, regards, and gratitude to all the masters from all the realms, kingdoms, masters from the ascended realms, Param Guru Mandali masters, Saptrishi Mandal masters, to all the teachers, healers, gurus, and mentors. I am really, really grateful. We all are really grateful, thankful for all that you have done for us, Masters. Thank you to all the Masters who are connected with Most High, to all the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine energies, and also our Great Grand Master, Pitamaha, Brahmarishi Patriji, Mahavatar Babaji, and to the Master that we are going to talk about. We are really grateful to each and every one of them and to their consciousness. We ask and pray to you to help us connect with your consciousness, Masters. Please share the divine wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that you got. May we also get the same. We ask and pray to you to help us align with the soul plan, purpose, and also align us with the highest timeline that we have set for our incarnations. Thank you so much, Masters. Keep us in alignment, keep us with your presence, and also shower your blessings, grace on each and every one of us. We ask you to help us guide us on the path of truth, justice, and honesty, and keep us in alignment with the same. Thank you so much to all the masters, meditators, members of the group who are present here today and every day to share their wonderful energies and their togetherness for this group. Thank you so much, masters. Thank you. So, welcome you all, everyone. Thank you. So, today, the master, the moments of wisdom that we are going to learn about is Jiddu Krishnamurti. He was a very great master, a great orator and writer, and also a theosophist, I would say. Later, he did, maybe I would say denounced, but, let us talk about him today. So, okay, give me 1 second, masters. Let me just. 1 second, 1 second. Yeah. So thank you so much, everyone. So, masters, today, as I thought, who should I talk about? I was searching for the master, but then he came across. So, it's about Jiddu Krishnamurti, where his name is basically, he was also called Krishnaji. And not only that, but he was a great theosophist, a spiritual speaker, a great orator, and a writer also. So he had written many books. Not only that, so he was born on 11th May 1895. So, and then his death date is 17 February 1986. So meaning that he actually had basically, 91 years. He was 91 years old by the time, he died. And so there was this thing that happened to him, and many people who came across him would say that, he had basically, many people who saw him, they were always saying that, he does not have mind, or he was very weak. And later on, I think around 27 years old, when he was around that time, so he felt as if a different kind of consciousness came into him. He started getting a lot of psychic experience. But before that, so as you all know, that he was born on 11th May 1895. And by the time he became 10 years old, So his mother died. Okay, so it was not easy for him, and he also got malaria later on, and he remained sick for quite a long time. So he was like us, as people do share what they saw about him was that he used to look very, sickly kind, and he was born to, the mother and father, Jiddu Naranaya and Jiddu Nityananda were the brother. The father was Naranaya and mother was Shivanand. I think, one second, let me just confirm that. Yeah. Yeah. So Jiddu Naranaya was employed as an official of the British colonial administration. And yeah, the mother name was Sanjeevamma. So Sanjeevamma, so she was, very much um, there with Jiddu, but after 10 years, when he became 10, so she left. And so he actually used to love his mother a lot. And when these psychic experiences started happening for him at the age of 27, he started seeing his sister, and he happened to see his mother also. So, but who would believe, a child, basically? So in 1903, the family actually settled after his mother's death. His family settled in Kadapa, so where Krishnamurti contracted malaria, and because of this disease, he started becoming sick again and again because of the repeated sickness of malaria. So for many years, and then he became very sensitive, very sick, and so people would call him very vague, meaning unclear and very dreamy. Basically, he was always in the dream world, or he it would seem as if he's in the dream world, but people would say that he's he's intellectually disabled, and because of this also he was beaten by his teachers. When the teachers were basically putting children to study and they would ask questions, so he would not answer, or it would be like a hopeless child, that he would not hear, he would not answer, or maybe something, that would make the teachers unhappy, or maybe, so it felt as if, there's no thought process going on in him. That is what people do say. So it's as if, he would not have any thinking that was going on. He would be very clear, very concise. His conscience was very clear. So during that time, when the experiences started happening also, so he had this beautiful bond with nature. He would actually feel one with the nature, and he would basically, as they say, that he cannot be kept away from nature. It was his, the as if, he this bond with the nature, the trees, and everything around him, rivers, mountains, the bond cannot be broken, because it was like it's him already, and he would understand everything. So so according to his writing in his journal, how Krishnamurti has stated that he always had this strange lack of distance between himself and the trees. So what he said, strange lack of distance, meaning there was no distance. Okay, the lack of distance between trees, him, rivers, and mountains. So it wasn't like it was not as if, we tell people go out in the sun, go out for a walk. So it's basically we cultivate that experience, right? But it was not that experience where it was being cultivated by Krishnamurti. It was basically as if it's God given, or it is there. He cannot live away from someone, that is trees or rivers or mountains or nature. So C.W. Beater, the basically Charles Webster Leadbeater, so he actually saw him once. Basically he saw that, Krishnamurti had this clairvoyance, like he claimed. But Leadbeater had noticed that Krishnamurti on the society beach of Adyar in, there in Andhra Pradesh, basically, Adyar River. So he saw the most wonderful aura around him, which was like it had, basically, there was no selfishness in his aura, no particle of selfishness. That is how pure his aura was. Because, just imagine why it is like that. Because he was very much into nature, he was very much with the nature, and the cosmic energy in the nature is so much. So when you become one with nature, what happens? You actually, your aura becomes so clear. Your aura, that is why we tell people to go out, right? So just imagine when a person like this, is there with the nature, will they be, well, like, would it be possible that they don't know anything, or they don't have any understanding how nature works and how things are working, everything, right? So in his memoirs, he has written that when he was 18 years old, during that time, Krishnamurti started having psychic experiences. He saw his sister who died in 1904, and then his mother also later on. So it was very, very special for him. And he was a vegetarian from birth. As you all know, he was a person that who belongs to nature, or who was one with nature. So he was a vegetarian from birth, and his family was also vegetarian, strict vegetarian. So he used to oppose meat eating, and based on the ethical and spiritual reasons also. He was also, he never drank alcohol. He was teetotaler. He was a non-smoker. He was practitioner of yoga. And so later on, he actually, when he was trying to, find employment, so he found the employment at the headquarters of Theosophical Society at Adyar. And Naranaya had become a theosophist. So, sorry, yeah, Krishnamurti's father retired at the end of 1907, and later Krishnamurti's father, so Jiddu's father, basically got employment at the headquarters of the Theosophical Society. And when he was working there, so he was eventually hired by the society as a clerk, and moved with the family there in 1909. So Naranaya, that is the father of Jiddu Krishnamurti, and his sons were basically assigned to live in a small cottage and outside the society compound. So his brother name was Nityananda, and his name was Jiddu Krishnamurti, and his father name was Naranaya. So anyway, they had actually 10 sons, I would say. Yeah, not 10 sons, sorry, 10 children. So it was a lot many children, and at that time many people had this kind of thing going on, where they were actually having lot of siblings. Some used to die because of diseases, something happened. So that is how his life was also like that. So he lost many people in his life. But not only that, he also had psychic experiences. And one thing was very prominent, that he was actually, when these theosophists, they saw him. So in 1911, no, before that, actually. So there was this lady called Annie Besant. So when he was living in the Theosophist headquarters, so there he actually developed a strong bond with Annie Besant, and came to view her as the surrogate mother. And so his father, who had, basically he did not like Besant's legal guardianship of Krishnamurti, but again, because she was giving a lot of attention to his son, and she was taking care, so she was basically, she always found Krishnamurti as his son. And later, she would give this basically, give the uh, proper, that he was going to carry, or he was going to behave like a world teacher. Because these theosophists, when they saw Krishnamurti, they found that he carried something which was like nobody carries that, and there's this channel kind of thing that is going on with him, that a master is there to, is going to speak through him. So he was actually mentioned as the world teacher. Later, he denounced this theory, but he actually found that, he was a great treater, a great orator. Why? Because that master who was channeling, becoming one with um, the self, the physical being. So he was actually saying something which was like, because these channel, the higher consciousness has come on him, and he is you that and like basically that being or that master is using Jiddu as the medium, okay, to speak, to convey the message. So that is why many people, even Charles W. Leadbeater, saw this thing in Jiddu, okay. So there were many things he wrote, and his teachings, are very notable teachings. It was mostly on the teachings of self and observe yourself. And when you are actually, like if you want to observe yourself, if you want to be aware without any basically, you should be very much aware, and don't judge yourself. Don't There's no ifs and buts about awareness. When you are aware, do it basically. So try to not be tempted by anything. We have to be, in that self observatory awareness. And when you know something, you know something, you cannot, get away from there. And so you have to follow that. That is how he would explain things. And he would also experience vast emptiness. And so his public image was very like a theosophist kind. And but his body had, basically whatever he used to look, his body was actually feeling a lot of pain, lot of sickness was there. So once, now let me come to the end masters. Definitely he must have given lot of notable works he had done. And but later on, he when he died, so that time he actually had said that, whatever this body has taken over, or whatever this body has seen or was able to get out of, no other body can do that. So how this consciousness will be held by any other body, he doesn't know. And so later he died. So he said something, I think, one second. Mm, Let me find that and I'll tell you. So, yeah. So he died in Ojai from complications of influenza. No, I think, no, it is his brother's death. Yeah. One second. So he, in his life, he had also, basically, he also was said to have a lover in the, in his life. And so he actually had this, lady. So whose name was Rosalind. Okay. So Rosalind was also there. Let me find that out, masters, one second. Yeah, so Krishnamurti actually died from pancreatic cancer on 17th February 1986 at the age of 90. The announcement of Krishnamurti Foundation Trust refers to the course of his health condition until the moment of death. So basically, when he died, he had mentioned this, the one that I am saying. I cannot find the, you know, yeah, so he had also said an immense energy and intelligence went through his body, a consciousness which he called the otherness. So he had this vacant mind. I can't find master, sorry. But that is what I am saying. He gave this beautiful message that what my body held this in this lifetime, no other body can hold it. So it would take, many incarnations or years to actually come back with this kind of body, and which is very, very like it's impossible. That's what he had written, what it meant. So, and if anyone wishes to share any thought on this, Masters, go ahead. It's a definitely a notable work that he has done, and so much to know about a particular person, And so he had been with Annie Besant also, also Helena Blavatsky, and many other theosophists from that time. But his body would actually channel that energy, which he called the otherness. And this body, when he channeled that energy, it was basically, uh, whenever it came. So it is basically, when we become a channel of the divine, the messages would come through. But when that that thing goes. See, he was also of this nature that he would say that I'm here to serve, and tell me anything and I'll follow. I'll do it. So let me know what you need. And so he would not think anything. So many people would think that he's what kind of a person he's he. And he's just, he does not have any, mind of his own. And he follows, and he does not, like, in this world, in this 3D world, everyone is materialistic and everyone thinks of their own profit, their own gain. But this boy, Jiddu, never had a a particle of selfishness in him. And that is what Charles W. Leadbeater had mentioned. So, so here in one of the experiences where, Jiddu Krishnamurti, he stated that if you all knew what you have missed, that vast emptiness, you know, Krishnamurti had tried to convey this experience of the otherness to others, but without a method, as this would be another thought control method. Basically, you're controlling somebody's thought. So when you speak, you put your own mind to it and you actually explain with your words, and then you actually manipulate the person's mind by saying those words so that they understand what you mean, right? That means you have no mind of your own and you are only listening to what I am saying, right? Meaning that you are actually, I'm trying to control everyone's thought. So this is how Krishnamurti also tried to convey that, this experience of otherness to others, but without a method. So he had no method to it, and he would say that it would be another thought control method. So in 1935, Rome Landau asked him, how do you expect to help others? Adding, you forget that we all, millions and millions of us, live in the vast plains at the foot of the mountain. To this, Krishnamurti answered, how can you expect me to be concerned with what should be done or how it should be done? If you have once lived on a mountain top, you cannot return to the plains. You can, oh my God, you can only try to make other people feel the purity of the air and enjoy the infinite prospect and become one with the beauty of life there. Oh my God, such profound. You know why I laugh? Because I lived on a mountain, masters, and really, this is what, when he is saying, see, I have read this for the first time ever about him. Okay, so when I have read this, it feels, he just says what I have in my heart, that yes, once you go on a top of the mountain, or you are there, so my childhood had been on the mountains always. I would go, the mountains were very nearby, and I would go on top of the mountains, run there, and I'll sit for hours there. That is what I have done in my childhood days. So when he says that, nobody actually would like to come down to the plains to live. And that is how pure the air is, that is how pure the nature is. And you enjoy this infinite prospect, that is what he says, and become one with the beauty of life there. So Emily Lutyens also has written about him. You seem surprised that people do not understand you, but I should be far more surprised if they did. After all, you are upsetting everything in which they have ever believed, knocking out their foundations and putting in its place a nebulous abstraction. So she was also a utilitarian motive in Murthy's audience, basically stating that the possibility he holds out of an almost instantaneous psychological transformation in each one of us, which will end sorrow and solve all our problems, is so irresistible. So anyhow, masters, this was about his, about his life, his journey, a little bit about him, not too much, not in depth, definitely not in depth. And as I say, there are so many masters which we can't basically say more about them. They have given so much to the, this human society, theosophical society, the spiritual society, I would say, that we cannot achieve all those things. And if I say also, it wouldn't be justifiable, I would say, or I can't do justice to him. So why should I do? Why should I do? He in himself was such a great personality, a great theosophist, and many people still read his books, and many people have written, so many things. So I would say, masters, I did my bit with little bit, talking about him. But if you happen to know something and you want to share, please choose this platform to share your views, your thought process, because it would be worth it. I don't want to say more about him. Definitely, there is so much to read about him. It would take me time to even go there, you know. Yes, Abhimanyu ji, please do share. Thank you so much.
Pranam, Nitin.
Pranam.
Pranam. So I love Jiddu Krishnamurti for many things, although, but one is his Sankhya approach. So he was just like you said, that was one of the part of Maitre project also, which he denied later
Yes,
because of the ongoing processes which were there, which he didn't like that any other person should go through that phase. So, but at the end of this, all the result which happened was beautiful flower on this planet. I would say Jiddu Krishnamurti was just like I read him for a Sankhya approach. My teacher used to tell that. Whenever like the words which I like about him is that he actually just like you said, no, never take him as a direct approach. He'll say that the observer said. He'll always use, even for talking to, even in discourses and anywhere, he'll say the when the observer is saying this, you are feeling like this, and when it is coming back to the observer, he never used me or I or something like that. Always as a medium, always as a third party. He was a conscious witness, I would say, with
yes.
open
And
eyes meditation
that
24
is
into
what I
7.
felt. That is what I felt when I was actually speaking, that I can understand this. When I go into my own meditation, I feel zero. I feel zero, no thought coming. And when that thought is coming, that means I'm not in meditation. So, but whenever I go, I would actually feel this zero-ness, the thoughtlessness, and I don't feel anything. That means no thought is coming. That is what, so I could understand him at that time. Just imagine, and when you are actually not using your mind, you are not using your mind. How big that is. I was just, when even when I was trying to say about him, I could not say because the master does not want to say. Because the master does not want. Like with Patri sir also, this happens. When I want to talk about him and if he doesn't want anything to be said about him like that, he would not let you convey that message. It would be like something is going to go up, something is going to, the line is going to cut, something is going to happen. That kind of thing. So go ahead, please. Sorry, I wanted to convey
So,
that.
just wanted to say this that masters, if you want to develop this third party approach in the brain, just like in Hindi also we call it that akarta bhav, that sakshi bhav, which is there. They developed by reading. If you will go through the readings also, then also it becomes very natural flow. I personally identified, 51 or 54 types of fears once I used to reading. Fear of rejection, hundreds of types were there. So he classified all of them by separating them from the people itself, like not merging into self. So he is, I would like to say again and again that just when the person's consciousness reaches from above the third eye and in between Sahasrara somewhere, he is the one should actually read and uh, I'll say connect
It's
to
between
that sort
here.
of.
It's between here and here. Meaning, this is
Yes.
the part from where you start thinking. Don't think. That is the part. So when I tell,
Yeah.
move your tilt your head up a little bit and start concentrating on this part where your hairline starts and the forehead basically ends and the hairline starts. That is the point one actually starts thinking. But he would concentrate here, but he would have no thought about it. Meaning that
Yes.
you have to be in self awareness. When you are totally in that observation state, don't judge yourself. Or, sometimes we do something that is maybe out of line, or we should not have done that. Or maybe we need to do something. But see yourself from that point of view where you are no one and why you did that, what was that thing. So that is how you become more aware. Meaning, just imagine how, how his conscience was so much clear. Meaning, really, when CW Leadbeater says that he had no particle of selfishness, such a profound understanding by CW Leadbeater, and also that Jiddu Krishnamurti sir never showed this. Just
Never.
imagine. Annie Besant was actually, she took him as his, son, basically, just adopting him, right? But don't you think that he could have everything, whatever he wanted? But he just said, he denounced, and he said, no, I denounce theosophy also, because there was something where still the ego exists there, right? So no ego whatsoever. Oh my God, really amazing. So thank you so much, Abhimanyuji. That I am so glad that yes, you are also reading Jiddu Krishnamurti. So many people with higher intellects, not only higher intellect, but I would say even me, you, or anyone else for that matter. As I always say, we are always guided. The light of intelligence and light of consciousness, supreme consciousness guides us. We are not the doer, we are not the thinker, we are not the knower. We are always steered and we are always cleared. Whenever you need help, you say that I need help, I don't want to be here, you will be helped. And I am a perfect example of that. I have said that, I have been there, done that, and I found that help because I was not the one who is doing anything. It is the masters who are there with you, guiding you and steering, clearing your path to bring you in alignment, because they want you to go there where if you said yes, yes, I want to go ahead, you will be taken there. So wow, amazing. So it's not about me, it's not about anyone, masters. I'm just conveying the message, okay? So it's not about that we are being proud here or saying no. I'm just sharing that experience so that you all understand how big that is, that whenever you feel that you are at a crossroad where you think that you cannot pass that path, but have you ever tried to pray and say, dear masters, I want this help, please take me away from here, or do this something for me so that I can get away from this, or something where you put me in this, you will be helped, masters, because the light of intelligence wants you to be of higher consciousness. So that is what. But thank you so much, Abhimanyu ji. Anything else you want to share, speak? Please go ahead.
Nothing much, just like this. That see again, it is coming like blank is there, and that blank is itself because it cannot be said. The silence is like cannot be shared in words. Something like that is coming again and again. I don't know, like, but thank you all said and done from my end.
Thank you. So I think there's one more line that I would like to read for everyone. So Krishnamurti also summarizes the teachings as stating that truth cannot be reached through organized religion or techniques, but through relationship, self understanding, and self observation. The mental representations, that is, the images that you create, man has built shield him from fear, but also disturb his perception. Freedom is freedom from these conceptions and is contained in pure observation, in choiceless awareness of our daily existence and activity. He dismissed the need for contrived meditation techniques, instead emphasizing the practice of choiceless awareness. Do you even understand, masters, what does choiceless awareness means? That when you are aware, there is no choice. You have to be aware. Be aware that yes, you were given something, now it is shown to you. Now the choice is, there is no choice. You have to follow that particular one thing that came to you. Follow that. There is no choice, uh, any other choice. That means it is choiceless awareness. So beautifully stated by him. And then he also says, uh, instead emphasizing the practice of choiceless awareness as the essence of true meditation. So, in his meeting with Nehru in 1947, Krishnamurti elaborated at length on the teachings, saying in one instance, understanding of the self only arises in relationship, in watching yourself in relationship to people, ideas, and things, to trees, the earth, and the world around you and within you. Relationship is the mirror in which the self is revealed. Without self knowledge, there is no basis for right thought and action. So Nehru asked, how does one start? Krishnamurti said, begin where you are. Read every word, every phrase, every paragraph of the mind as it operates through thought. So in Beyond Violence, that what he has written in the book Beyond Violence, Krishnamurti had stated, observe the self in operation, learn about it, watch it, be aware of it. Do not try to destroy it, get rid of it, or change it. Just watch it without any choice or distortion. Out of that watching and learning, the self disappears. So, Masters, one thing that I want to share here with a very beautiful example. Yes, Anshumanji, I will take you, but just let me share this thought and then I will take you. So, thank you, Abhimanyu So, today I happened to hear something. It was a series of comedy show, basically, I was seeing. And there was these two guests that came on one show, and they were asked, so how would you rate yourself? I hope you all might see Kapil Sharma show. So I was watching that. So I saw Sanjay Dutt and Sunil Shetty coming. So both of them came, and so Kapil Sharma asked that how would you rate Anna, or how would you rate Sanju Bhai, something. So they were rating on the basis of, like, how would you rate if you are taking care of your wife, children, or with your parents? How will you rate between 1 to 10? So they were given. So they said that with my children, I am 11, 15, or something. With their wife, maybe, yeah, some of them, they are 10, 11, something like that. So when it came to Anna, basically Sunil Shetty, so he says that, I rate 7. So everyone started complaining, come on, Anna, don't say that. You are such a good husband, and we have always seen you taking care of your wife and all those things. So then he says, so this Jiddu Krishnamurti's line, this comes to me at this time. So why I was shown that series was because, so Anna says that, during the time when I was at peak, when my career was at peak, at that time I was so busy. And that time his wife Mana had to go and take care of children. She became a mother, and I she needed me there, but I was not there. And how she must have done that, I don't know. But when I see my daughter, now she is a mother. So when I remember my experience, and when I was outside and she would take care of the family and the children, that means at that time she needed me, but I could not give that time. So those are the times when one should actually think about how they behave with their partners, or how they behave with their in the relationships. That is how. So when at times you need them the most, how one behave. So taking care of oneself, and not only taking care of oneself but the whole family, and giving good values, behaving nicely during those times of stress. How do we behave with others? How do we behave with partners? How do we behave with our children? That is very, very important, masters. And that is actually tells you that what is your character, how you behave, what is your attitude towards life, what is your attitude towards everyone, how graceful you are. And that is what tells you. That is what Jiddu Krishnamurti is also saying. I just gave an example. That is what my understanding comes at this time. Maybe it might be something else for you guys, right? And there is another thing also, but I will take up Anshumanji, and then if I remember, I'll share. But yeah, go ahead, Anshumanji.
Yeah, Namaste Madhuji. Again, interesting discussion, and Abhimanyu also shared his perspective. Uh, Jiddu Krishnamurti is a great thinker, and again, his body of work is very profound, also very intellectual, and not always easy to understand. It requires effort and intensity for those ratings. I would like to highlight, in fact, before that, yesterday I was in Chennai for some official visit, and I happened to visit the Theosophical Society of India.
Oh my God. Every time, whenever I have some other master, you actually visit something. Great. Really great. Tell me.
So actually, it is by chance. That's why I thought maybe I should
It's
share
nothing
my.
is by chance. Nothing is by chance. No coincidences whatsoever. It had to happen. That's why. So go
Yeah.
ahead, please.
So in fact, I was kind of fascinated with Blavatsky ma'am's book and her teachings and the teachings about ascended masters and all. And Jiddu Krishnamurti, I think long back, maybe 20 years ago, I used to read. Uh, in fact, very profound books. And I would like to show two books. One is this small book, which is titled Meditation. And it has around 140 different short meditations or practices or explanation. Like on one page, it is mentioned that there is no meditator in meditation. If there is, it is not meditation. So he talks about observer and the observe. I mean, and the process of observing. And he also mentioned that meditation is a state of mind which looks at everything with complete attention, totally, not just part of it. And no one can teach you how to be attentive.
Correct.
If any system teaches you how to be attentive, then you are attentive to the system and that is not attention, something like that. So very deep, I think, conceptual points he mentions in his books. Another book is The First and Last Freedom from Krishnamurti. This is also again a very deep book which talks about a lot of concepts. Like, for example, it talks about freedom and the self. So freedom is not the end of the struggle; it is the beginning. To discover truth, one must start with freedom and not
Yes.
wait for it. So it talks about fear and desire, authority and following, awareness and meditation. In fact, meditation is not repetition of concentration, but awareness of the movement of the thought. So I think he also talks about compassion and love, uh, and the essence is that the first freedom is freedom from conditioning, fear, and authority, and
Correct.
the last freedom is the realization of the truth and the sacred through direct awareness. So again, a very deep thinker, and certainly,
And
I think.
how that deep thinking comes, because he was one with the nature. He was one with
Mhm.
the nature. And the mountains were actually teaching him so much. And that is where the profound teachings by anyone comes, because they have become one with the nature. They When you actually are in the nature, you actually see from, like, how we say we see from an eagle's point of view, right? So everything comes to you and you are such in that observer state. Go ahead,
Mhm.
please. I would
Yeah.
again
So
speak
he
otherwise.
also, like you rightly mentioned about nature. So I mean, he also wrote about beauty and nature, and to see the beauty in the nature is to be completely present. So he says that a tree, a cloud, or a river reveals the infinite when seen without any comparison or judgment. So and also he mentioned about love and compassion, that love cannot be cultivated; it arises naturally when the self is absent. So
Yes.
the absence of ego is required for unconditional love. So certainly a deep thinker, and I think we can explore the teachings in more detail from
Yes.
Krishnamurti.
One thing that now the line that you said, that love cannot be cultivated. It is like, it is there, otherwise it is not, basically. So the point is, if you happen to see your child, the love is there because you have given birth to that child, and it is like, oh, like always present, basically omnipresent and always present. And whether the child does anything bad, but the love remains. And there is that love which you do with someone else, and it is also, I know they have put you through struggles, challenges, but you still love them. Why? Because it's the love is present there, because the self is not there. But still, you know that it might affect you, so you keep yourself away. You don't want to burn yourself. But the point is, here the point is, how deep thinking is that? How? And he says, cultivate that choiceless awareness. Be aware, but, and to that there is no choice. It's choiceless. Once you know something, you know something, and you have to behave like that, and you cannot get away from there. Basically, what is right, you have to do it. And when we talk about him, it is nothing right, nothing wrong. It's like the emptiness, because you are not the doer. You are not doing. You're not acting. You are just going with the flow. So today masters. This is for everyone. So I'm not personally talking to Anshumanji here, but I'm talking to everyone as a group. So here today we had this wonderful group Desh Gyan Sarita session in the Hindi class today by Tirtaji. So we actually were learning about Guru Dev Dattatray. Okay, so Dattatray Maharaj, we were talking about him, and so just imagine who the Guru of Dattatray were. There were 24 gurus, and the 24 gurus were,
Nature,
all
nature.
the five elements, nature and everything around him. So that is what the teaching is. How I also tell you all what is, so it's not about me, but this is also what I preach and teach. The point is, everything around you teaches you. If you take care of everything, if you see them, you will be taught, you will be given answers, and everything talks to you. So try that, masters. You just need to become one with nature. Why this thing? So suppose you are so open and so in that receiving mode. So everything that comes to you is always teaching you or always answering you, giving you messages. So you are never blocked basically. So one channel might be blocked, but then 100 other more channels are open for you. So that's what my thing was like. People can stop 2, 3, 5, 10. How many people are you going to stop? Or how many channels are you going to stop? You cannot, because the divine has lot many channels. It's like, I would say, boundless in nature. So thank you so much, Anshumanji.
Just one point quickly, ma'am, if you have time. Ma'am, you mentioned about babies or children, and they are also in very pure form of God, because they are not having that conditioning or the ego or judgments or comparison. And a baby is having a surrender to the parents. Similarly, we also need to have that surrender for God. And as parents, we always take care of our babies, no matter what. Similarly, God will take care. I
Yes.
think that is there.
Yes,
And
yes, and
also, you,
that is what
yeah.
I always believe, I have totally like, see, I'm a human being and I'm a woman in this lifetime. Maybe I've been have man in another lifetime. I don't know. Yes, I have been. I should not say I don't know. I know because I've seen my past lives also. But the point is, yes, the point is that, as a baby, you surrender to the your parent. But as a human being, I've surrendered to the divine. So at times, my human self, the ego self, tells me, "Oh, this is not possible. This is so difficult. Oh, I'm tired." But when you surrender, like at times when I do that, so I also have this opposite effect of it, that I know that this can be done. So I always say, why do I care? Why I'm worried? Why I'm fearful? It's like you are there to take care of me. So I let go. So this happened like within this 3 years, the past 3 years now from here, from today, it had a profound, not 3 years, I would say 5 years, I would say, when I came into meditation, when I started seeing the results, how the masters are helping. So I want to tell this to everyone. Never in your mind think that no one is helping you, no one is guiding you. There are masters who are all the time around you, guiding you. It's like a hair breath away, I would say, or a breath away. They're like, just like how your one strand of hair is, you can just take it away like that, they are like so near. So always remember, even in your body, you have a whole macrocosm of the universe that is there. And just like the universe that you see outside, there's this whole universe within you working for you, so that you can get opportunities, success, and everything. So never be fearful, because we have created so many portals of fear inside us, that now this is what we are attracting. But when we say then that you are there and everything will go well, yes, you say and that will go well, masters. So thank you so much, Anshuman ji. Thank you so much, Abhimanyu ji. Uh, well, both of them are here today, and I happen to take right names. So thank you so much to me, I would say. Okay, anybody else? Lavanya ji, I see you smiling. Asha ji, I see you smiling. With this smiling faces, can you all share your views if you have something to share or speak? I would love to hear you also. Sometimes, hearing my own voice, uh, I feel so happy. But when I hear others, I feel more happy. So, anything, Asha ji, would you like to share so that we can go into meditation then?
आत्मवंदन
Atvandan.
आत्मवंदन मधु जी अंशुमन जी और अभिमन्यु जी और एवरीबॉडी। मैं हिंदी में बात करूंगी। मैं लाइब्रेरी में हूँ। मैं हिंदी
Oh,
में बात
I'm so sorry.
नो नो
I
इट्स
hope we are
ओके।
not disturbing the
इट्स माय
library. You have your earphones?
यस आई हैव माय ईयरफोन।
Wonderful then.
सो ये है कि आप जो बोल रहे हैं ना वो एकदम बिल्कुल सच है। और उसका एक्सपीरियंस मैंने अभी कोलोराडो रिवर में गई थी ना, तभी मैंने लिया। बिकॉज आई वॉज इन फुल इन नेचर। फुल मीन्स that rivers noise, I mean
हिंदी में
making
बोल
noise।
दो आप पूरा।
हाँ
निसर्ग में थे, बोलो आपके
हाँ
लैंग्वेज में।
हाँ। वो हिंदी, वो पानी का आवाज और पर्वत से आवाज आ रहे थे। और
हाँ।
क्या हुआ, गॉड ग्रेस, वो क्या हुआ, मुझे वो जो मिली थी ना गाइड, वो गाइड मुझे अकेले को, मैं उसके बोट में अकेले बैठती थी और मैंने उसको कट्टी बट्टी सिखाया। कट्टी मीन्स लाइक दिस एंड बट्टी
खट्टी
मीन्स
तो
लाइक दिस।
खट्टी, साबुन की बट्टी।
तो हाँ, तो मैं उसको बोलती थी कि कट्टी कट्टी करके, और मैं शांत बैठती थी पूरा टाइम। 14 दिन, तो उसमें से 10 दिन मैंने वो नेचर का अनुभव लिया, और इतना
हाँ।
ब्यूटीफुल।
मुझे लगता था
माय गॉड।
मुझे लगता था कि शायद मैं ही बच्ची हूँ यहाँ, मेरे लगता है मेरे से भी बड़े बड़े वाले बच्चे हैं। वंडरफुल आशा जी। बच्चा ही रहना चाहिए। इन द किंगडम ऑफ गॉड नथिंग इज लॉस्ट व्हेन यू बिहेव लाइक चिल्ड्रन, व्हेन यू आर लाइक द चिल्ड्रन, व्हेन यू लाइक अ चाइल्ड।
यस,
सो वंडरफुल।
यस।
So, Lavanya ji, would you like to share as well? If you would like to, you are on spotlight. Are you okay? I know.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just like
Listening.
I think I don't have anything to share
No
because
problem.
it is I feel like a Jiddu Krishnamurti's philosophy is a lot more higher than my understanding
Okay.
as of right now.
As
So
of
I'm
right
still
now.
in the process of learning it.
But thank you so much to join us again, Lavanya ji, and
No
everyone.
worries. I
Yeah.
just wanted to share something. Last week I went to Mount Shasta. You
Mm-hmm.
know how
How was it
the
for you?
it was great experience there. It was so high energy place. It was very nice to go with all the meditators
Uh-huh.
and then spend time because you know how the mega meditation summit 3
Commitments.
happened
Yes.
in LA.
Yes.
So I happened to go to LA for that meeting, and then after that I went to the Mount Shasta with the same group. So
Wow.
and spent like 5 days there. So it was a great experience.
That's nice.
So I had to take your name quite a few times because people asked me, "Where did you start your meditation?" And I said I
Oh,
started with Madhu Soni ji.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Masters.
मधु जी,
Yeah.
आई वांट टू टेल वन थिंग। वो सब जर्मन ज्यादा थे, क्योंकि मेरे जमाई के फ्रेंड जर्मन थे ना। तो
Mm-hmm.
उन्होंने मुझे पूछा कि एट 73 एज, आई मैंने सब कुछ किया ना, हाइकिंग वगैरह। तो उन्होंने मुझे पूछा ना कि इसका वजह क्या है। तो मैंने उनको बोला कि गो इनसाइड, डू मेडिटेशन एंड इट विल हेल्प यू। और उनको मैंने वो आपका बताया, आई एम हैप्पी, आई एम हेल्दी, आई एम वाइब्रेंट। वो
Oh,
सब
wow.
जाते वक्त तक मुझे बोलते थे। मैं और हमने उधर मेडिटेशन किया, मैंने सबको बोला, और हमने उधर मेडिटेशन किया सब लोगों ने। और वो
Wow.
मुझे जाते वक्त बोले, आई एम हैप्पी, आई एम हेल्दी, आई एम वाइब्रेंट।
You met. Yeah. That's so nice. So, Masters, I'll just show you one beautiful scene from where we were. Okay, one second. For Masters, everyone, and then we'll go into meditation. I promise. Okay, I promise. I promise. Because now, when you have actually said this, Masters, so it's my Mount Shasta pictures, little bit, not much right now at this time, because I don't know where my pack of all the. So, this is Puja Master. Oh, sorry, one second. This is Puja Master Sonal ji, and this is me, Saroja ma'am, Harita ji, and all the other masters. This is from Mount Shasta where we were, and it's so beautiful. We were driving, and I took the pictures besides Puja ji. And when I was driving, Puja ji was taking the pictures. Not only that, this is Mount Shasta Masters from far. I'll definitely show you other. And we were in the kitchen, so it's the Chalta Firta Dhaba. You know how you can say the in the क्या बोलते हैं उसको, कार ट्रक नहीं,
Are
food
we?
truck, नहीं, food truck. So food truck they did not had it. So this is Mount Shasta Masters from the road. Definitely I'll show you other pictures where exactly. Okay. So this is we, and I'm taking the pictures. The scene, oh my God, amazing. And we all girls had a lot of fun. And so beautiful scene. This is Mount Shasta. This is Mount Shasta from the road. I will definitely show you. And this is the time when we were actually cooking in the kitchen also where we stayed. So uh, yeah. So I will show you later on more pictures, but this was so amazing. So whenever I think of Mount Shasta, it really brings nice memories to the surface, and really a happy time, definitely. One second, let me see if I can, and then
Which time of the year you went there?
To
Madhu?
2024.
Which like a month?
June.
Okay, because there are so many beautiful flowers there. So we didn't see any of those flowers, so that's why I was
I
wondering.
think, how about, yeah, no, it was still cold, right? So I'll show
Yeah.
you like this, and then, okay, this is my stock of pictures, all the nature that I do all the time. But, and the road, see, can you see the clouds?
Yes, beautiful.
And I think this picture was the one. I would like to show you all something, okay? I think this is the one. Yeah. Okay. So, दिल संभाल के बैठो सब लोग. 1 second. Can you see something?
The purple?
Yes,
Can you
yes.
see this?
Yeah.
Violet flowers.
No, no, not violet flower. This was something that I can show you. 1 second. Okay. Can you see now the something in the
Oh, in sky.
sky में है? It's kind of a
Yes,
spaceship kind
yes,
of.
clouds. Yes.
No,
Mm.
दिख रहा है आपको?
Wow. Yeah.
Wow, wonderful.
It's not the
Wow.
picture, it's not. I took my cell phone, I took the picture, so it was something that I don't know. I thought that it is the reflection of the cell phone. I tried to take many pictures, but 1 second. Okay, 1 second.
What is that purple thing? Like a
That's the light, and then there was it seemed like, there's a spaceship kind of thing there, which is like
oh,
hiding. It cannot be seen, but it was there. So I was taking the pictures, and I 1 second. Okay, Anshumanji's hand is there. Yes, Anshumanji, you wanted to share something?
Madhuji, is it an orb? Because many times when you capture the pictures,
नहीं, वो
some
और भी
white
नहीं थे.
light or a green orb, angelic energies are in the form of lights. In
Yes,
fact,
I
there's a
am.
book by Diana Cooper, Ascension Through Orbs. Orbs. So many
Yes,
times it is not a actually reflection. It is a angelic figure in some light form. Maybe
yes.
it can be Saint Germain also because the violet flame is there.
Violet flame. So that's what. But if you see the actual figure, I'll send you all. If you just see by your own self, you can enlarge in your own picture, and you'll see.
Hmm.
Oh my goodness, I tried with different places, but that one picture, and later on the other pictures also. I think in two maybe it might have come, but not anymore. Not
Hmm.
anymore. It was there, and I just captured it. I didn't knew at that time. So when I was taking it looked so beautiful. Anyway, I'll show you other pictures so quickly, but not too much though. 1 second. Oh, me and Sonalji and Pooja ji. 1 second. I'm trying to get out of this. I'm not able to. 1 second, masters. Let me. Yeah. The masters are here. And Nirja ji is there with us. Sonal ji is there. And then this is Mount Shasta Masters. This is the pictures of Mount Shasta. And see, at that time, June time, it was still cold. This is the place where we stayed on the left side. Yes. Beautiful Mount
Beautiful,
Shasta. Yes.
beautiful.
And then this is the place where we went for meditation. We all were meditating in a circle. So I just, and this is where all the kriyas started happening for me for the root chakra balancing, I would say. And 1 second. And there were like two, three butterflies who were just actually hovering also. So it's all the group that were there, the whole group of ours. So can anyone tell me how big these flowers are? They're very small, just on the surface. just on the surface, and they are speaking to me and they're talking to me, and I took the pictures because they were so beautiful. Just imagine how near that it would be. That is how the flowers were, the purple flowers on the left side, if you can see.
Mm.
Anyway. Okay, Master Tantra is rushing. So this is also another place from where we took Mount Shasta pictures with the lake, and Sonalji, me, and Preeti Master is also there. And
Lake Siskiyou.
yeah, yeah, Lake Siskiyou. And then
Lake
this
Siskiyou.
is Zubia Master. I don't know, I forgot that master's name, but this is where we all were. So see, that's the Mount Shasta picture, this on the left. Oh my God, beautiful.
Wow. Mm.
Yeah. So thank you so much for seeing. It was a quick picture of that. But thank you, everyone. Okay, so definitely one should go to Mount Shasta to visit the energies. Not only that, so we went onto the mountain top, but there at that time we felt many of the masters. The earth energies were so high that our root chakra started, so any imbalance, so if that was present in your body, I started actually making all the yoga shapes, and I just lost all control, and I just did what I felt like doing at that time. So my whole body was, I was on my stomach, and the yoga poses were basically going on. Many masters, even I was crying, many others were crying because that love, that energy, it was all coming out. I don't know how. And that day, many people cried. Everyone cried. I don't know why. I started my crying in the hotel room only, not hotel, sorry, the B&B where we stayed. So Sonalji came to me and she hugged me. She loved me. She just, I was like crying like a child. And I didn't know why I did that, but it was just so much releasing happening. Then Pooja started crying after, I think the next day she started crying when the energies were like hitting everyone. But on the first day itself, because when your conscience is clear, when you are clear, you will actually feel that, and whatever you have, suppressed, it will all come out. So it was a great release, and after that time, when I came back, I was so light from that experience. So Lavanya ji, I believe you also felt that, did you?
I felt some energy, but not like as much like I didn't cry or anything.
So when I took the meditation classes from there, I was on the road besides Mount Shasta when I started giving classes. And at that time, many people felt that it was so high energy. So many people from our group, in the Hindi group, I had given the class. Anyway, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.
Yeah. Madhuji, it is said that Mount Shasta is connected to Saint Germain, and I think the one of the key teaching is the violet flame teaching. So
Yes,
maybe he was present,
yes,
and it is also a retreat of the Great White Brotherhood,
yes.
as per the IM teachings. And it is also
Lemurian
said
world.
that the inner city of Telos is
Telos
connected to
and
Mount
Lemurian
Shasta.
world. Yeah, Lemurian.
So actually, there are ancient Lemurian civilization was there.
Yeah.
So maybe that is the reason why the energy was so uplifted, and you felt that release, or maybe that is the reason.
Then we were out in the nature. Most of the time we were meditating, but see, most of the time I was enjoying the nature. I was being one with nature, and that was what the time. So my way to tell you all would be go there, meditate definitely, but don't lose that time. Enjoy your time with nature. So don't just lose your time talking, or I was in the water, so I gave one meditation class in the water also, and we all felt the energies. It's like, so many things coming up, water spirits coming and talking to us. It was all channeling, continuous channeling happening. So definitely we'll do some of this kind
And
sometime
also
soon.
one request regarding this teachings of learnings from nature from Lord Dattatreya. It's a very, very profound teaching. And I think earth or many of the animals or water or trees, we can learn a lot from that. So certainly, I think this is one topic if we can maybe discuss
Definitely.
sometime
I
later,
sure.
it will be helpful.
I will. I will. But thank you so much, Anshuman ji. Thank you, Abhimanyu ji. Thank you, Lavanya ji. Thank you, Asha ji, and everyone. So let's meditate, masters. So I hope you all got the gist of what I wanted to, becoming one with the nature, because it was Jiddu Krishnamurti. So the masters teaching were also coming, and that's why I wanted to show you as. So it was like right on target. Why Lavanya ji came and told us that she went to Mount Shasta. Why I showed the pictures, because it was all connected with nature. That is how nature is. It will uplift you, it will clear your energies, and it will take you to higher consciousness. So that is my also reason to share that. Anyway, let's sit cross-legged masters. Take your time and drink some water if you want to before you go into meditation. Definitely, I'll try to do 30 to 40 minutes of meditation. And let's begin, masters. As you all breathe in, try to connect with your inner self. The more in-depth inhalation you take, you start becoming clear, you become peaceful, and you start getting more blissful energies. So as you inhale, masters, try to take your time with every inhalation, and when you exhale, exhale very slowly, steadily, and take your time as you breathe out. Why we do this is to experience this zero state very soon. Definitely, once you remember this state, you will automatically enter without me even guiding you. So there's a saying, when you want to do something, you tend to do it anyway. You will do it. Suppose you have made your mind up to go out for shopping or to go out for some fun event. You will find time, you will find everything to take you there. You will also find money. You'll also find, and you will make sure that everything goes smoothly according to what you want. So why not you go into zero state? You can go easily. When you want, you let go of everything. Jiddu Krishnamurti's teaching. Be totally free. Feel the freedom. And freedom is that when you don't bind yourself to anyone, to any thought, any relationship, it is just detaching yourself from every relationship. And also, maybe sometimes you also detach that relationship with your own self. You surrender to the divine when you say that I am no one. There is divine within me who takes care of me, who does everything for me, and I only follow. I am only guided. Then the ego also melts away. Life is so pure, so ecstatic, so full of life. Life always gives life, birth, rejuvenates, recharges. It never dies. So life is love, or love is life. Love thy neighbor, as they say. So when you have no sense of self, definitely you have no selfishness, and you can easily love thy neighbor. But love thyself. Wherever there is love, just like nature, the nature calls you, the nature becomes you. You become the nature. You become one with the nature. Why? Because there is love all around. There is so much healing, so much love in the nature. And when you become one with nature, you become love. Love is the first and foremost thing that comes to you. You love every being, every thing, every part of you, every part of others also. There's nothing stopping you for love. When you think that why you hate a person, why you don't like, because maybe that might be a certain kind of feeling that they put in front of you, or they put you through that feeling, and you hate that feeling. You don't like that feeling. But just imagine, with each and every breath, if they would have understood what they are triggering within you, maybe they might have done triggering you, or they might have not. If they are of higher consciousness, if they are with love, peace, joy, and happiness, they would never do that to you, and you would never do that to anybody else. And that is what love is. Love does not put you through any challenge, it only gives you freedom. It lets you free. It never binds you. And that is what nature is. Nature gives, only gives. But when you take care of the nature, you give back to the nature. You love the nature back. So how can you be away from nature? You are a part of nature, and you were a part of nature. You are still a part of nature. You were in the stones, you were in the plants, you were in the beings of animal kind. And now you are in the midst of human beings of your own kind. But are you one with the nature? So go within, understand each and everything, be aware. And once you are aware, there's no choice. You are not ignorant anymore. You are only aware, and you only know everything about yourself. So sit comfortably, relax yourself, masters. Pace your breath. Breathe in a rhythm. Breathe out in a rhythm. Take your time as you inhale, and take your time as you exhale. You are never alone. How can you be alone when you are unlimited? When you are limited, when you are full of ego, you are always alone. But when you are unlimited, you become one with the nature, one with the spirit, and everyone around you who are the beings, entities, elements, and the masters, even this universe. You are felt by everyone, and you feel everyone. Your vibration speaks for you. Even your vibration speaks to the universe. So how can you be alone? You are never alone. Imagine your body sending out unseen waves. Just imagine now those waves that you send out. These are frequencies, vibrations of your body, of your energy. Now just imagine your body sending ripples of waves all around you. Your signature, energy signature, in ripples, in waves form. The way you speak, your sound is also a frequency. And as I speak, this sound goes to your ear, reverberates into your inner ear. You can hear me, and that hearing, that sound that comes into your ear, it also carries light. Same way your body also carries light. Your frequency, maybe a dim light, maybe a higher light, maybe a medium light, maybe a very high light. So what light you carry depends on what is your consciousness, how you think, how much your heart is open. Did you forgive someone or not? Or you still are holding on to people and their thoughts? So breathe in, breathe out, relax, and become one with everything. And forget even the separation between your breath. Each and every breath be your guide. That each and every breath puts you in higher consciousness. Let it make you one with everything. As you go deeper and more deeper, let us become totally thoughtless as you experience bliss, peace. Let go of any attachments to your physical relationships, to your relationships in the physical world with your immediate family members, your relatives, or your extended family members, or any thoughts related to your career, any thoughts related to your trauma, pain, diseases, sickness. Just keep yourself totally free, free of any attachments. When you can keep yourself away from this physical world, relationships, realities, or even a second or 2 seconds, you are victorious. You know the secret of how to keep yourself totally zero, free. Not only relationships of the physical world, but also the negative attributes. Also, keep yourself away from any thinking of good or bad. That is also freedom. Just fly like a bird. Only fly, don't use your mind. Only remember that you are a bird and you're flying. That's it. My dear masters, now it's time for all of us to come back into this physical reality, into the physical consciousness, the body consciousness. Let us give our gratitude, thanks to each and every one. Thank you to so many masters who are always guiding us, helping us, and safeguarding us. We are really very grateful for each and every master. Thank you to the group's energies and consciousness. So as you all slowly start sensing the physical world, feel your toes, feel your body, your hands and your fingers. So keep your spine straight, erect, and slowly keep your neck and head straight as well. Whenever you start realizing the physical world, remember your reality in this world, and also remember that there are things that you want or the things that you don't want. The reality is, if you want to be free, you will be free. If you keep yourself bind or bound by things, you will be bounded. You will be put in cage. But if you want to be free, you will be free. It is your mind's reality which you want to create. Slowly, steadily, unclasp your hands, masters. Slowly keep your hands unclasped and keep them on your eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Very slowly, masters. You can all come back and give thanks and gratitude to each other and oneself. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, masters. Welcome, masters. Thank you so much. So, masters, if anybody wishes to share experiences, you can. Otherwise, we can end the session here. I know it's a little late for all of you, even for me. So, but anyhow, thank you so much. So I believe your meditation must have been peaceful. Maybe a little disturbance from my side. My daughter got her feet stubbed a little bit, but all okay. It was just like normal, like how everyone goes through. So it was her turn. And so, anyhow. So, anything anybody wishes to share at this time? Anybody wants to share their experiences? Yes, Shilamji.
Vandan to all.
Atvandan Shilamji.
Station, it was really very profound. Actually, I don't know, I was totally out because I have got to Mount Shasta because my sister used to live there, but I had no idea about the depth of the divinity there. Of course, there's a very, very beautiful mountain because we don't see much ice or snow in the south here in India.
Yes.
So I want to show my daughter the feeling of snow. So we all had gone and we had a good time. So, but the mountains really and capture
You
your
know, one thing, Shilamji, I know what you are feeling at this time, but I would
yeah.
say when you want to, you will see the beauty everywhere. Meaning, you were there in Mount Shasta, but beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder, and that is so true. When you want to see whatever you want to see, the beauty, you will find those beauty. See, like how I found the beauty in the small, small flowers. They were so down, you can't see them, you know. If you have seen the pictures that I showed, they were so
Yeah.
small,
Yeah.
minute. But the thing is, you find beauty in everything. So for me, beauty is like that, you know, it's like in minute things, small, small things.
Not or something that showed. It was only in one place of the whole mountain when you went, wherever you
No, no,
went.
no, everywhere. It was everywhere. And everywhere, yellow flowers, pink flowers, wild flowers,
On
bushes
that one
here and there.
particular place, it had like a
So it is
spaceship.
that.
That one
It
there
is
I'm
the
saying.
photographer in me telling, okay, go there,
No,
find
no,
this, find that,
no,
that
that
is,
purple car was very, very beautiful, very
yeah,
vibrant.
yeah, there
Yeah.
are lot many pictures. I showed you only just a bit of it. And as when I am on that spree, how you do that? More than that selfie thing, because we were in the group, I always tend to take the pictures of nature. It's just like my father, he had an old camera, no, he had a new camera definitely, but for me it is old. But
Mm.
he had this old time cameras, the big
Yeah.
one, the leather
Yeah.
package and all those things, and he would take the pictures. He would make the negatives out, he would keep the negatives, and then he would take out the positives. So he used to do that. So I think whatever he had learned and I learned through him, so I also carry that forward. So it's like the sanskars that you get, the samskaras that you get from your parents. Why you are getting? There must be something, right? So I always have this tendency, why I'm being taught like this, why I have to go through this. So at this time, okay, I'll tell you one thing. So there was something today that I was doing with walkie-talkie. So now at this age, I'm actually learning that walkie-talkie. I had walkie-talkie all my life with my children. I purchased for them, but I never used it. So now at this age, I'm using the walkie-talkie and copy that, that's it. And I was thinking why I am even actually doing that. So this came to me because there must be something that I have to do in future. And I was doing it now. So anyway, everything that comes to you at a particular time, it is there for that particular reason, for that learning. So everything we think that, oh my God, we are so late in spirituality, we should have come beforehand, and this and that. We do that. Everyone with the human mind, limited ego. But don't you think, or definitely you must be thinking, but that is what I think, that
Time
everything
has,
you do at the right time, when you need it, when you have to learn that particular lesson will come to you.
but today I think the serenity you showed and then put meditation, it was so beautiful.
Oh, you were all there in Mount Shasta?
Yeah, really, I felt we are going through mountains.
Yes.
And
See,
same effect with Himalayan mountains. My God, they capture when we were driving to
imagine
Badrinath.
at that time when I was not in that, how to say, I needed that release. And I was there. So Sonalji was sitting somewhere else. I was sitting on a rock and we were all meditating. Saroja ma'am was giving meditation. So what in the world am I doing there and sitting and meditating? No, I'm not going to sit and meditate. I sat for 5-10 minutes for meditation. I was kept my eyes closed, sitting like that, like how a child sits, right? Sitting like that. And then after that, come on, do hell with meditation. I'm going to watch the things. So now the butterflies comes. So people were meditating, and what I was doing, I was looking at the sky, the trees, birds, bees, and then everything was like I was hearing everything. And then the two butterflies came, and how this world, they came around me, rotating, you know, around me, one butterfly, and then it went on top. Okay, now another butterfly came again, it rotated around me, and then now it again went up. So the two butterflies were like, just imagine, they were dancing. So this thought came into me that it is the dance of the butterflies, actually. Where I'm going to use it, I don't know, but this came to me. So I know I had something to do with it, and but they were as if there were two couples dancing together. Amazing.
So
And I
amazing.
have taken the picture, video. I will show you later on. Meaning, I will send or maybe show here only someday. I have to
Yeah.
first take it out where it is. I have to search and then but it is there.
First of all, you should find the time. You're so tight packed.
I have time for nature. I always have. I always will.
To search where your stuff
Oh,
is
yes.
because
For searching, yes, I need to have time.
you're so tightly packed. Great. Really, thank you so much.
Thank you,
This
Sheelam.
one.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Wonderful to have you all here, Masters. It's really, really commendable that not only me, but you also can share your time with the group, with the group's energy. So thank you to each and every master. And really lovely of you. Definitely, If possible, definitely will plan somewhere. If I'm in India, I'll plan in India. If I'm in US, I'm going to plan in US. Because everywhere, wherever I go, I want to have fun, enjoyment with nature. That's what. So we'll do that. So a promise is a promise. Definitely will keep that promise, right? Because it's worth it. So yes, Sonalji, બોલો બોલો. તમે કેમ છો? મજામાં? હું પણ મજામાં.
एकदम फर्स्ट क्लास।
आपनो के हाल छे? ये सही बोला मैंने कि गलत बोला मैंने?
ये हाल से नहीं केम छो।
केम छो तो हो गया, उसका हाल
बस वही।
हाल भी बोलते हैं ना। अच्छा, ओके। एनी हाउ, आप बताओ।
आत्मवंदन।
हाँ तो
आत्मवंदन और मास्टर।
या
बहुत अच्छा दिन था और माउंट शास्त्रा गए थे, वाह क्या मजा आया था, कितनी अच्छा लगा था वो। अब वापस से याद आ गई आज।
याद आ
बहुत
गई आज।
अच्छा लगा।
तो आज वहीं घूम रही थी क्या माउंट शास्ता में?
हाँ, अरे ट्रांस में थी। अभी अभी आपने जब लास्ट में बोला ना, तभी मुझे लगा कि हाँ अब
बाहर आ
निकलना
गई। चलो,
है।
वंडरफुल। बट थैंक्स, दैट्स वंडरफुल।
बहुत अच्छा लगा,
थैंक यू सो
थैंक यू वेरी मच।
मच। एंड सोनल जी के साथ अभी हम आयोवा भी गए थे। आई डोंट नो आप लोग को
ओ
पता
वो भी ट्रिप
है?
बहुत अच्छी थी।
तो सोनल जी को कहा चलो, तो बोलती है मैं पूछ के बताती हूँ, ये है वो है, सब चल रहा था। बट वी फोर वेंट, एंड इस बार हम मतलब नॉर्मली होता है, नॉर्मली मास्टर्स women tend to find they want to go with their husbands because it's easy, much easier. They will take care of them and all those things. They'll drive the car. But for this time it was like my husband told, go whatever you want to do. I was like, okay, free freedom. So we all four girls went, and it was so nice. We went in the night time. By 8:30 we started our journey by car. By 2 we reached in the night, and by 3 we slept. So Sonal ji was still meditating. I was like, you meditate, I'm going to sleep. So because I have to get up in the morning by 9, I have to start that session anyway. So it was with GK sir. But master, it was really worth it. I got my spiritual level counseling one certificate. Anyhow, but it was all so great. So definitely in the coming days we'll do something which will be more, once we are done with the Hindu festival and the festival season. So many things till November, right? We are lined up with so many things. And so let's see if there are things meant to happen and we want to do it. Definitely we'll find time and we'll find place. So only the heart needs to be open. That's what I feel. So Sonal ji, many more to go.
Yeah.
Not only Sonal ji, but to everyone, masters. If you want to be in the spiritual world, if you want to be in with this energy, yes, you can be. Only the want has to be there. Meaning the need is always there. You want to have peace and all those things. But what do you want? If you want peace, if you want freedom, the freedom is yours, right? So thank you so much, everyone. I feel
Thank you.
Abhimanyu ji wants to say something. So if Abhimanyu ji, no, okay, no, okay, not at this time. Okay, then masters, let's end the session. It was really wonderful that you all are here. So have a good night. Have a wonderful day wherever you are. Stay happy, healthy, and vibrant. May we all be abundant, joyful, peaceful, blessed, compassionate, and kind, and highly healthy and vibrant. May we all meditate regularly with our individual self, with the group's energy and consciousness. And also, let us teach meditation to everyone, awaken everyone, and do our much needed inner work every day. Thank you so much, Masters. Goodbye. Stay blessed. Stay happy. Thank